Not again! That's it, you're not getting no more goodnight kisses. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am Espoir David, and today I want to play a fan game of the Boyfriend to Death series called Locked Love. It's been a long time since I felt aware of myself. I've been on autopilot, not feeling, not reacting. I don't remember much. Where am I? I have to wake up, but what was my name? I am Espoir. It means hope in French, and I have a feeling that I'm gonna need a lot of hope. It seems I've been asleep. I looked around. I was in a room, sleeping in a single armchair, until I noticed that a small figure had been watching me. My child! Emma. You slept too long this time. Was it my fault? I'm sorry. Where am I? Who are you? Where's the... It's okay, baby! Who are you? Who? It's me, your daughter. Did you forget? I thought to myself, daughter? That can't be possible. I don't remember. Oh, yeah, I was just joking. With those words, I tried to sound believable. Maybe being around her would help me remember a bit more. I stood up slowly, stretching my arms and legs. Then I noticed something cold and heavy around my neck. Aw, dang it, not again! When I looked closer, I saw some kind of metal collar. Well, shoot. What is this on my neck? I grabbed the metal ring around my neck, unable to find any way to open it. Emma stared at me. She didn't look scared, just confused, as if she couldn't understand why I was so worried. Like, Mommy, that's just your special necklace. Mom, you've always had it. Don't you remember? Always? No, that can't be. My fingers traced the cold edge of the metal. It felt like a shackle fitted to my neck. I was frozen in shock. I don't remember any of this. Were my brains fried out, and I can't remember my child? Emma frowned, her eyes glimmering between irritation and sadness. Mom, again? You said you wouldn't joke about this anymore. Her voice trembled with disappointment, waiting for my usual reaction. I will try to calm down my daughter. I'm sorry, sweetheart. I didn't mean to scare you. I'm just a bit confused, that's all. Emma looked at me silently for a few seconds, then nodded, though in her eyes there was something I couldn't quite read. I looked at Emma again, a bit distracted and confused by my behavior. I must look suspicious, asking too many questions or not remembering so many things. So I came up with the idea to suggest we do something fun together. Maybe that way she could have some fun. Now I'm assuming that she's, our fanfiction daughter with Ren. Ren, where is my child's PS5? I specifically asked for our baby girl to have a PS5, or at the very least a PS4. Emma, do you want to draw with me? Draw? Yes, Mom. Wait for me. I'll get some crayons and paper. She better have the 200 count crayons with the pencil sharpener in the box. I watched Emma as she drew. She seemed happy to spend time with me, focused on every stroke. I started to notice she was drawing 3 figures. One seemed to be me, another her, and the third one, who could that be? Until she lifted the drawing so I could see it better. Oh, that's so cute. It's us. Aw, that's spot on. That's exactly your mummy. Exactly. Who's the one with glasses? Better not ask. I'd sound suspicious. It's clearly Dad. A sound echoed from somewhere deeper in the house, like a door closing. Emma flinched, but her reaction wasn't fear. It was excitement. That noise. We're not alone? It must be Dad. Dad? My heart started pounding, but my mind was still blank. Who was Dad? Oh, dear. Oh, and it's the best version of Ren, too. Oh, no. Oh, hi, hubby.
Where have you two been? I couldn't find you anywhere. My apologies. I was, busy with my own matters all day.
His voice was soft, almost sweet, but there was something in his tone that made my skin crawl. Instinctively, a deep fear and an unconscious sense of rejection rose within me, as if my body remembered what my mind had forgotten. Something deep inside me knew that man. From Emma's drawing, the figure with glasses that now made sense, I knew he was her father, and somehow I was her mother. Even so, I couldn't recall how I had met him, but from the feeling in my gut, a knot of terror and warning, I knew it wasn't any good. Ren looked at me, noticing my discomfort and fear towards him. He seemed surprised, as if he hadn't expected that reaction, so he tried to ease the tension.
Come on, Emma. Let your mum rest. Besides, it's time for your private lessons.
Oh, okay.
You better treat our daughter like a princess, gosh darn it!
I watched as the two of them left the room. Finally, I could relax a little without that man's presence. What was his name again? As soon as I sat down, my eyelids grew heavy until I drifted off to sleep. Before long, I fell into a deep sleep. Everything was silent, as if the world had vanished around me. There were no thoughts, no memories, only a heavy emptiness that felt eternal. Suddenly, fleeting images flashed through my mind, broken fragments of something I was trying to remember. In front of me, a figure stood, silently watching. I lost my breath, trying to convince myself that he hadn't seen me, but it was useless. His gaze was already fixed on me. Oh! I tried to step back, but my legs wouldn't move. It felt like something invisible was keeping me there, trapped in the darkness.
Don't worry. You'll learn to love these sensations, to love me.
What you gonna do with that knife? I couldn't react in time. Fear had me completely paralyzed. My eyes followed the path to where the blade had buried itself in my thigh. The boy didn't look away, watching every movement of my face. A searing pain spread from the open wound, stealing my voice. All I could do was let the tears stream down my cheeks, overflowing from an indescribable pain. I wanted to scream. I wanted to move, but I had no voice in that place. It was as if no one could hear my cries or my screams. The walls will hear. I woke up startled, my chest burning and beads of cold sweat sliding down my forehead. The living room was dimly lit, until I felt a pair of eyes staring at me. Hubby, did you not carry me to our bedroom while I slept on the couch? I expected more of you, hubby.
Whoa, what was that? Did I wake you? You've been sleeping on the couch a lot lately. Are you avoiding me? Or is there something you want to tell me?
I had a bad dream. I had a nightmare. I was in a basement, and a boy stabbed me. A boy who was a man who looked like a boy, but he's a man. I don't remember everything, just that it was horrible.
A basement, huh? It's been a while since we went down there, hasn't it?
What do you mean by that?
I used to take you there often, remember? But not anymore. I avoid it because of Emma. Although I still use that place. My broadcasts need a convincing setting. It's not easy to attract victims, you know, but the money my viewers leave is worth it.
Oh, so maybe this is a little bit before the price of flesh, because my boy had his own studio. He had professional cameras, he had goons. So proud of him, so proud of Ren. What? So, you were the one from my dream? Memories hit me all at once. Every scream, every wound, every look of his in that basement. I felt the ground crumble beneath my feet. My hands were sweating, and I could barely breathe.
Hey, that's not like you. Come on, hey, it's not that bad.
It's pretty bad, sweetheart. Angel Muffin, hubby face, it's pretty bad. You kinda tortured me down there. I noticed Ren approaching me with his hands extended, trying to hug me. Let him comfort me. No. Away with you, husband, you frighten me. Ren froze for a moment, shocked by my behavior. He expected me to be submissive. His expression turned cold and threatening. Ooh, you mad, hubby? You mad? Oh, we shouldn't fight in front of the baby. We have a baby now. I watched as he pulled a remote from his pocket. Not again! I wobbled on my feet. Hubby, that's it. You're not getting no more goodnight kisses. It felt as if I was being hit from all sides at once.
I'm sorry. You left me no choice. I thought we were finally becoming a family. You get along with Emma now, though you still carry that resentment towards me.
Yeah, and?
I know I didn't manage to make you love me, but together we could be something more. Understand? A real family.
I imagine that Ren really would be craving a normal-ish family. No. No, this is all a farce. Emma shouldn't live deceived. Her father's a kidnapper, a torturer. Her entire life is a lie.
Enough!
Hey, cut it out! He shocks me again until my body collapses.
Please, let's avoid this topic.
He leaves the room, leaving a freezing silence behind. I'll be nicer later, but for right now, I'm gonna be a butt to him. I tried to get back to sleep. Despite the situation, I closed my eyes and eventually fell asleep. Guess I'm in the doghouse tonight. A ray of sunlight filtered through the window, forcing me to open my eyes slightly. I yawned softly, still feeling the heavy weight of last night's nightmare. Then, to my surprise, Ren appeared wearing a pink apron. You can look as cute as you want, but it still doesn't get rid of the fact that our daughter is living a lie.
Good morning. Come on, it's time for breakfast.
I got up, still wary, but I was really hungry, so I followed him like a zombie. I was still sleepy. The kitchen looked perfectly organized. Flour in a bowl, eggs cracked into a small plate, sugar in a glass jar, next to a hand mixer resting on the counter. On the stove, a pan waited with the heat on, while Ren calmly held the mixing bowl and poured it carefully, letting the first pancakes start cooking. I watched Ren focused on making pancakes, while Emma, on her tiptoes, curiously reached towards the bowl. With a mischievous smile, she dipped the tip of her finger into the raw butter and quickly put it in her mouth, unable to resist the hunger. And then I say, you shouldn't do that, there's raw eggs in it. And then I do the same thing. It's never killed me before. Really, you shouldn't eat raw batter. You shouldn't. I know it's hard. It's hard to resist the temptation, but you shouldn't do it. Can I help with something?
Oh, no need. Sit down. We'll take care of it.
Oh, domesticated dead Ren. Forget about all the people he tortured. I sat in the chair at the table, waiting while listening to what they were doing in the kitchen. Emma was still on her tiptoes, trying to scoop more pancake batter with her finger until...
Emma, be careful!
The container wobbled and fell on the girl, and Ren noticed immediately.
What a mess.
Sorry, Dad, I'm hungry. Get our baby a Pop-Tart. Ren, what are you doing? I watched Ren take a kitchen cloth and carefully clean the batter from Emma's hair. She, still hungry, licked the remaining batter off her face, unaware of the mess.
Don't worry. The first pancakes are yours.
Aww. I watched Ren bring Emma's plate and mine. Ren joined us for breakfast. It seemed he wouldn't eat, but he sat anyway to keep us company. Ren, why did you give our baby that many pancakes? Why did you give her so many pancakes? She could barely pick that up. We watched Emma use her hands instead of utensils. Ren just watched and pretended to be distracted. Ren, take this neck thing off of me so I can bash you with it. Don't let her eat with her hands, then at the very least make her wash her hands first. What are you doing while I'm chained to the wall? I was shy, but the pancakes smelled and looked delicious, so I began eating. Ren watched me eat the pancakes, as if noticing I liked the food he had cooked. A smile appeared on his face. I didn't notice how long it took me to finish the pancakes. Ren saw that Emma and I had finished eating and got up from his seat. Hubby Pookie, why haven't you eaten anything?
Well, I have to get back to my business.
I watched as Ren left the dining room. Emma seemed anxious and grabbed my hand unexpectedly. Mom, let's go to my room, please. I didn't refuse her insistence and let her guide me through the hallways and up the stairs to her room. Oh. I noticed Emma's room. Pink sheets, a few crayons, and paper scattered on the floor, and a bookshelf full of books and stuffed animals. Where is your PS5? Emma began telling me about each stuffed animal, as if each had a name and a story, but I was distracted in my thoughts and started speaking aloud without realizing it. Where could he have gone? Do you mean Dad? He probably went to the basement. He doesn't let me go, but whenever I put my ear to the door, I can hear him talking to someone. It's unfair. Dad can have friends, and I don't have any. Oh, what do you mean you don't have friends? Well, Dad doesn't let me go out or go to school. He says there are bad people outside, or they could make fun of me for my beast-like traits. He told me I come from a race called Beastkin, though I don't fully understand what that means. He says humans don't know about our existence and consider it strange. They might judge us.
Well, I mean, your father's kind of right. You know what? Yeah, he's kind of right. At this point in time, he's kind of right.
Your father's right. He wants to look after you and protect you. There aren't many good people out there. I understand, but sometimes I want friends to play with. Ah, look at this! I found something in Dad's room.
Uh-oh. Emma leaned over her pillow and pulled out an instant photograph she had kept hidden. She carefully handed it to me so I could see it, and I took it in my hands.
Oh!
The photograph seemed taken shortly after Emma was born. I looked different, a little heavier, while Emma was wrapped in blankets with her eyes closed.
My baby! My child! I will protect this child with my life! Dad loves this photo. It was hard to find. He hid it well. When he showed it to me, he said it was the best day of his life. He looked happy. He also told me that in the first days after birth, she couldn't open her eyes or hear. He says it's normal for beastkin pups. Later, I was able to develop my senses.
Wait, you took this from, Emma looked at me, trying to hold the lie. She still didn't know what to call her father.
Ren, Mom. Dad's name is Ren.
Ah, Ren. Did you steal it?
Steal? No. Well, yes, but he never notices. I'm agile and discreet.
That's my girl, agile and discreet. That gave me an idea. Could Emma help me escape? Could I finally get out of here? Emma, we could take the keys and go out for a while.
What? No, I don't want to leave Dad.
Right, I forgot. She isn't aware of what I've been through. I'd have to convince her another way. I'm not talking about leaving forever. If we take Dad's keys, we could go out for a while. To the park. We could play together.
Yes, I want...
The smile on her face made me think my persuasion was working. Emma, what if you help me find some items? That way we could go.
Which ones?
The remote that Ren carries. Emma froze, as if struggling with her own thoughts. What's wrong, Emma?
Dad told me that the collar keeps you calm, that many times you wanted to leave, and thanks to the collar, you stayed here. If I take the remote, I'd be disobeying him.
That's what he had taught her. I had to convince her. I know Dad said that, but wouldn't you like to go to the park? Meet kids your age? Make friends?
Really? And what about Dad?
Dad doesn't have to know. It'll be our secret. Emma hesitated, but finally nodded timidly. Good. I'll tell you where he keeps it, usually in his pockets. Could you try to take it?
Okay, I'll try.
A sound from the first door broke the silence. The basement door opened. Ren had returned. I watched as Emma ran to greet him, torn between waiting for her or finding the house keys myself. Wait for Emma to bring the remote. That's the only choice there. I waited for Emma to bring the remote and saw her return in a hurry, holding something.
Is this it?
She showed me the collar remote, and I took it. Hey, you better give her some sweet head pats first. Desperately, I started inspecting it, wanting it to open, then pressed a random button.
It's okay, sweetheart.
Clumsily, I shocked myself. Emma panicked, not knowing how to react.
Mom!
Emma couldn't hold back tears, seeing the shock from the remote hurt me.
No, don't cry. I'm fine. Wrong button.
I found a button on the back of the remote, and it could open. Finally!
Freedom!
My neck felt lighter as I touched the back of my head. Good. Now we have to be quiet. Ren, your dad, could discover our secret. Let's go to his room. Emma nodded, following behind me as we passed the hallway to his room. Watch the door, Emma. I checked the nightstands. I went first to Ren's table and carefully inspected each item until something cold and metallic brushed my fingers. The keys. Got 'em. I'm gonna take my little baby to the park if it kills me. I took Emma's hand, and we carefully went down the stairs. I wonder if there's quick time events in this. Press space to abscond with your child. I rushed to the door, trying to align the key. Miraculously, the lock matched. Almost. Emma tugged at my clothes to warn me that Ren was coming. We heard hurried footsteps, and Ren appeared, agitated.
Sweetie! Pumpkin! We were just gonna pop out for like a little second. You don't mind, right? Just gonna take the baby to the park, have some fun, maybe go a few miles away from you. But we would have been back, Just have to go out and get some milk. Forever.
What the heck? Are you trying to escape? And your collar. He was about to attack me until he saw Emma hiding behind me. Emma? Honey? Ren looked tense, unsure how to handle the situation. He was frustrated, then suddenly broke down crying. You want to escape? After everything we've been through together, I know you've been acting strange, but come on, you don't have to do this. I noticed Ren's persuasive words, trying to convince me that all this was madness, but I wouldn't fall so easily. This was my chance.
No, Ren, Emma needs to have a normal childhood.
Well, I mean, she's got fox ears and a tail. I don't think the poor baby's ever going to have a normal childhood.
But she can't grow up locked away without meeting other children, without being able to play, without freedom. And I didn't want to say any more in front of Emma. I don't want Emma to become someone like you. She deserves a normal life, a happy life. Without saying more, I focused back on the front door, about to unlock it.
Oh no! Not the begging! No, don't do that! It's my one weakness, no!
Ren knelt, still crying, unsure of how to change my mind.
Please, don't do this, Espoir. I can change. I can try to be better. I don't want to lose you too. Emma, I just wanted to protect you. I didn't know how, but I can't let you go. Please, let me show you I can. I can do it differently. I can take care of both of you. I don't want you to be apart from me, please. Just one chance, let me fix it. I'll do whatever you say. Everything. I don't care, please. Just don't leave me alone. Just give me a chance, please. Don't take my family away.
Oh, all right. I'm a sucker for begging. Fine, we'll stay. Gosh darn it. You're lucky I already like you. I'm not putting the collar back on, and you better get my baby a PS5, the 200 thing of crayons, and a tablet.
Seeing Ren cry and beg for me and Emma made me think about his words. Maybe everything could change. I believed in his promises and stayed.
All right, I'll stay, Ren. You know, what we could do is have a little conversation, maybe get me dressed up a little bit nicer, and we all go to the park together. We go to the park together, and we go, okay, honey, we need to lay down some ground rules. No collar, no chaining to the wall, okay? You can still do your little murder thing because it makes us money and because this is fictional. Maybe enroll the baby into a more normal school and not keep us here like prisoners. You stayed. You believed in Ren's words. I can fix him. I can fix him for the sake of our baby.
Alright, time for the alt routes. Escape with Emma.
Ren, this isn't about you. This is for Emma, for her life, and for mine. We can't live like this anymore. If you really love us, you'll let us do this. For her. And for us. I'm sorry, Pookie. I'm sorry. I turned the key and the front door opened. I took Emma's hand without looking back. You survived. You escaped with Emma. And then we went to Disneyland.
Going all the way back, what if I'm a little bit nicer to him? What if I lie?
No, it's nothing. I just wanted to get more comfortable here.
I see. If you say so.
Of course, Pookie, everything's fine. You decided not to tell him the truth and stayed calm. Ren noticed you were lying, which he seemed to deduce, as if he could read your mind.
You can't, can you? I guess a nightmare. You haven't had one in a while.
He was really perceptive, so with a sigh, I had no choice but to tell him. I had a nightmare. I was in a basement, and a boy stabbed me. I don't remember everything, just that it was horrible.
A basement, huh? It's been a while since we went down there, hasn't it?
What? You mean that adorable boy man with orange hair and fox ears and cute yellow eyes was you? I never would have guessed.
Come on, hey. It's not that bad.
I noticed Ren approaching with his hands extended, trying to hug me. Oh, all right. Let him comfort me.
Relax. I'm here.
Ren wrapped me in his arms. His warmth calmed me, but it didn't erase the sense of danger running through me. I felt Ren stroking my hair with his claws. It seemed he was prolonging the hug, as if he hadn't received one from me in a long time.
It's good that you're finally accepting your place, your role as a mother.
All right, I'm gonna let that slide. The feminist in me is gonna let that slide for now, Ren.
I know you didn't pay much attention to Emma before, but now she can't stop talking about you. Just keep acting the way you are.
Did I not notice my child the day after she was born? I mean, granted, she is a baby born from an abuser, but I'm insane and I'm going to love my baby. My fictional baby. I noticed him lean closer to whisper something.
You'll have your reward.
Reward? I didn't protest or ask about it. I simply nodded until he pulled away from the hug.
Rest.
I watched as Ren left the room. I tried to get back to sleep despite the situation. I closed my eyes and eventually fell asleep. Ah, look at this! I found something in Dad's room. Emma leaned over her pillow and pulled out an instant photograph she had kept hidden. She carefully handed it to me so I could see it, and I took it in my hands. Oh, he's Ren, and he's Dad, and he's got his little baby. Oh, the little baby in the little dress. Oh. The photograph showed Ren holding Emma when she was a baby. She wore a pink and yellow dress, looking like a little doll, and Ren looked incredibly happy. Yeah, I think Ren, deep down, he wants love and he wants a family, but he's had an abusive family, and then he, was raised by Strayed, and it messed our boy up. I love this photo. Oh, is it because I'm being nicer to Ren? Search for the house keys. While Emma took care of removing the collar remote, I preferred to save time and look for the keys. They might be in Ren's room. I walked down the hallway until I reached the door. There was a double bed. I assumed we both slept there, although my memories were still vague. I tried to focus on finding the keys, so I first went to the left nightstand. There was nothing important, just a couple of worthless objects. When I checked the other table, I carefully inspected everything. Photographs, papers with notes, but among his belongings, I found something more peculiar. Several hentai books. Well, that's perfectly normal. Huh, I didn't remember he had those tastes.
It's called hentai, and it's art.
I heard footsteps approaching down the hallway. The door closed behind me. Emma, don't make a sound. To my surprise, it was Ren. Ren! I thought it was Emma. He watched me silently, curious, without objecting to my presence.
His eyes glanced down at what I was holding in my hands.
You didn't hide these well enough. Emma could find these. Come on, you need to put these in a safe or something, sweetheart.
What are you doing here? Don't tell me you're looking for the keys.
No, I'm just looking for, this. And I hold a Bible black or something. No, of course not.
Tension filled the room. Ren expected me to make a move, like a predator assessing its prey. Then he noticed what I was holding, one of his erotic manga. He seemed surprised to discover that you had been browsing through his intimate collection of manga with explicit content, and a subtle shift occurred in his expression.
Oh, you found that? I have many of those, for when you avoid me, and I have to satisfy my own needs. Although I've been very patient with you.
Oh no, Ren, hubby, sweetheart. Wait till we put Emma to bed.
I stayed breathless for a moment, with his head resting on my shoulder. He covered me with little kisses and whispers that I barely understood.
At last, you learned to love these sensations. To love me.
You survived. You learned to love his touch. Oh, I guess. You're getting a baby brother, Emma. We're gonna call him Emil. So after pushing him away and be like, no, I don't like you, Ren, I'm still a prisoner here, and making him mad, what if I say, what if I change my tune and go, yes, we could be a family?
You get along with Emma now, though you still carry that resentment towards me. I know I didn't manage to make you love me, but together we could be something more. Understand? A real family.
Oh, maybe. Yes.
There. I knew I could trust you. You're more talkative than before, you know? I like that.
Ren approached and caressed my face with disturbing tenderness.
All right, rest. This time I'll let you sleep here. But don't avoid me, okay? Remember, it's not just our daughter who needs you. I need your attention, too.
I watched as Ren left the room. Oh, I'm gonna give you attention, all right.
I tried to get back to sleep, despite the situation. I closed my eyes and eventually fell asleep.
Well, what if I say, you know what, your daddy should let you go out. It's perfectly fine outside, aside from a myriad of the things that are actually going on, but yeah, I don't think everyone is like your father says. There must be good people. Like me.
Emma smiled, encouraged by my words.
It's true. Ah, look at this. I found something in Dad's room.
Emma leaned over her pillow and pulled out an instant photograph she'd kept hidden. She carefully handed it to me so I could see it, and I took it in my hands.
Oh, it's such a precious picture. Oh, that leads me back to this decision again of him begging upon his knees for us to not leave, and I just noticed he's wearing a wedding ring. Is that a wedding ring? Well, no, it's not on his ring finger, so maybe it's not a wedding ring. But it's there, so I'm gonna call it a wedding ring. Did you force a ring on me too, Ren? Oh, all right. Fine. You've convinced me. We'll stay. But we're laying down some ground rules around here, sir. I want Pop-Tarts in this house, cinnamon-flavored, PS2 and tablet for the baby, and also maybe to take this thing off my neck, but, you know, small steps. Well, unless I forgot anything, that was Locked Love, a fanfiction of Boyfriend to Death 2. And I guess technically The Price of Flesh, but I don't know. It's all separate universes and different dimensions and AUs and whatnot. Now, obviously, this is not a good relationship, and sadly there are actual relationships where women are forced into a relationship with an abusive man because they have the baby, and it's really sad for women in that kind of situation, because you gotta choose between your own safety and the safety of the baby. And always keep in mind that the games I play are fictional. This is not a cool relationship. If you are in this situation, I don't care how cute Ren Hana is, you gotta get yourself out of there. That's not cool, that's not cash money, but this is fictional, and we can enjoy this in a safe way. But I kind of wish there were more after-story fanfictions about Ren Hana, because he's such a complex character, and he's slowly growing on me. If you haven't seen it already, I've played Boyfriend to Death 2, where we meet Ren, and I've also played the new You Kill Me Every Time game with Strayed, where you can have interactions with Ren, which was a very well-made and impressive game, and I can't wait for the Ren version and even the Lawrence version of that game. But anyway, thank you so much for hanging out with me. Take care of yourself, have a great night, and remember, there is always hope.